Now let us discuss about unspecified where clause and use of asterisk symbol. So in some conditions we are not using where clause. For example, if you go for select star from employee, we are not using where clause, we are using only the from clause. Similarly, we can use this uh, these queries without a where clause. You can see two examples I have given. Along with that asterisk symbol also we can use. Asterisk means star symbol. Just I will demonstrate it how we are using it. We'll just go with this. First you see select star from employee, we can see all the employees. Here there is no where clause, means it will display all the rows into the relation or a table. Similarly, we can use a select SSN from employee, where it will display all the SSN numbers from the employee tables. And next query what we are demonstrating is select SSN dname from employee and department. From both table we are displaying SSN from employee table and dname from department table, and these two tables are joined and it will display all the records from both employee and department. You see the employee and the department to which these employees are belonging, those records it is displaying. Here you can see in the display, see 888665555, it is belonging to administrator and also headquarters. Okay, so these are the simple queries without a where clause. This concept is called as a unspecified where clause and use of asterisk. Now let us discuss about one more concept, that is ambiguous attribute names, aliasing, renaming and tuple variable. Now here we can specify a alias name for a tuple. Suppose assume that here in our case it is not happening, but it is quite possible that we can specify a D number for both the employee and department table. In our company database we have specified DNUM in for employee table as a department number and DNUMBER as a department number for department table. But some cases it is possible that the same name will be given for the attributes of different tables. So in such condition we can prefix this. So here while prefixing you can simply use see fname. If you use fname directly, here we will take employee date fname, we can specify, where the fname and employee date lname we have specified here. Similarly, what we can do is we can specify, suppose assume that department number D number is common in both D number is common for both and employee and department table. In those cases we can specify it with the alias name or a relation name or a table name, that is department.d number or employee.d number. So here in this example we are just going through the query where the condition is department name is research, and we are joining these two tables here, correct? So we will see this in an example how it works. Okay, yeah, here we have that example. Here you see select employee name in employee name, that's first name, last name, address. I have taken D number also, that is just to check whether it is working properly or not. So how it is done, I want to just check it. I have added it here, D number. Now I will just execute this. You will see, yeah, here you see the employee belonging to department number 5, because the condition is like this, employees who are from research department. We'll just check with this select star from department. Yeah, here you see research department is 5, means in employee table we are selecting all the records who are belonging to research department. That join is done by using the department number between department table and employee table, simply by using department number department.d number equal to employee.d number. And what it will do, it will pick the research department is 5, and these two tables are joined using this D number and DNO, and it will display all the employees who are belonging to department number 5 from employee table. So this is how we can join between two tables. Similarly, one more join is there. Here this we call it as a self join. About those things we are going to discuss in complex queries. Now I don't want to discuss about much of this. Here you see we have taken the records from employee table only, and we have specified e dot f name, e dot l name, e dot address, correct, address from employee E, department D, correct. What we have done here is employee E and department D, we have taken it as, so we have specified E as a alias name for employee and D as a alias name for department, and here D dot D name is research, same query we have changed it, and D dot D number equal to E dot D number. So that means department dot D number equal to employee dot D number. Same thing we have specified with the alias naming. This concept you can call it as a aliasing. Here you see same records it is displaying. So similar concepts we can have. One more example is there here. Here we can go with another concept. Here what we have done is here we have selected E dot F name, E dot L name, S dot F name, S dot N. See here what we have done is we have used a self join here. In self join what we are doing is we are using self join. For that what we are doing is we are joining within the table. So here we are joining employee and employee, same table we are joining, and we are giving alias name as E for employee, okay, and if S for employee. So you may be confused what is the meaning of this. See, just go through this where clause. In where clause we are specifying E dot super SSN and S dot super SSN. What is that? We will see. These are the two joins within the table. SSN and super SSN both are joined within the table here in the employee table. Both SSN and super SSN are joined. We will just go through this with this example. You see here the SSN field and super SSN field both are joined. Now we will see what we are doing is, now using this query we will try to demonstrate the employees who are supervisor for a existing employee. So how this is done, we will just demonstrate it using this query. So we'll just go through this query. So the query, you just go through this, just execute and we will see. Same example we will say it with the MySQL. See here we have taken E dot F name and E dot L name. These will be the these are the supervisors for employee S dot F name and S dot L name. Means just I have executed this here. Once again I will execute it and demonstrate it. Here you see same names are coming here, F name and L name, F name and L name. See here what is happening is we have joined these two fields, super SSN and SSN. We can just demonstrate. Yeah, we have already demonstrated it, super SSN and SSN. Now what we have done is the SSN is a employee number, super SSN is a supervisor number. Now we want to check who is a supervisor for which employee. Now first E dot F name will be the supervisor's name for, and E dot L name will be the supervisor's name, because we have taken it as E dot super SSN. Then S dot F name will be, or and S dot L name will be the SSN number, that is a employee number. So those two things we have joined it here as employee as E and employee as S. So what we are getting here is John Smith is a supervisor for Franklin Wang. Similarly, Franklin Wang is supervisors for James Bond. So this is what we call it as self join, joining within the table. About those we are going to discuss it in detail. Now let us once again go back to the PPT. Now let us discuss about substringing, pattern matching and arithmetic operation. So these concepts we will see it in the next video.